We have the wonderful privilege today to be with Robin Verner, a very special lady. I mean, the joy of the Lord is all over you, and not because you're on the top of the mountaintop. You have been through some pain. And we have a lot of people watching us right now who are in pain and carping at God and being mad at God and saying, "Where are you, God? And why me?" And all these things when God is right there. And you recognize that. So let's, in a short period of time here, can we kind of talk about your story?
I served the Lord, Barry, loved the Lord, and was raising 3 boys in the church and had a Christian marriage. And something started going wrong in my house.
Well, and again, I add that you were highly esteemed. You were in a privileged, you might say, environment where you were at the center of activity for your community, as well as in the church. You had the life.
I had the life. I had it all. My husband was a successful surgeon. I had a speaking ministry. Had a great community, had the American dream. Spent our life fighting to get there, and we were there.
Yeah.
But something wasn't right in that place. You dream that one day you get there and you're going to be happy and everything's going to be good.
Everything you always wanted, you had.
All of it. But then you get there and you find out that it's empty. It's empty. And not only was it empty for me, but something was wrong. And I began to get up earlier and pray harder. And the more I prayed, the worse things seemed to get. And one day, the Lord literally called me and said, "You're really ready to fight here, because this one's going to cost you everything." And I didn't want to lose everything. And so I told the Lord no. A few months later, he asked me again, and I told him no again. "I love you, Lord," and I did love him. "But Lord, we fought so hard to get here. I can't lose everything." And then again, he asked me. And I said to the Lord, "Okay, I'll tell you what." I said, "You make a covenant with me. You promise me that my 3 boys will grow up to be men of God, and I will go wherever you ask me to go." And did you know, within a very short period of time, I had a prayer chapel in my house, and I had written the covenant on the wall, and I signed it and I dated it, because I knew that day that God and I had made a promise to one another. And shortly thereafter, on the same night, both of my teenage boys had an encounter with God that changed their life forever. They both wrote it on the wall, and they signed it and dated it. Soon after that, my world began to shake, and our world went into crisis, and I began to lose my life.
Hold that thought. We'll be back with more of Robin in our next segment.